Hello fellow Helldivers, Thornton here, and today we're going to be talking about new enemy factions coming into the game. Not just the Illuminate, but what also is planned by Arrowhead. But we're going to go over all of that, but without further ado, let's jump into today's topic.
Thanks to Tier 5 NPC, we actually got a bunch of callouts to Illuminate and planetary activity that was previously found in the files, but now there are actually audio versions of this. Along with that, Iron Sight, one of the most notable data miners, actually went ahead and rendered some of these screenshots of the Illuminate and went ahead and put them into the game so we could get a first-hand idea of how they'll look when we actually face off with them. And I went ahead and combined the two, so without further ado, let's look at that first and then go into the new faction.
Squid outpost spotted. Squid warp gate. Deploying flare. Squids! Illuminate artifact acquired. Illuminate teleporting in. Squid outpost! Illuminate. Artifact collected. Squids! Fortifications. Alien wildlife found. Assessment. Adorable. Dangerous wildlife. Run! Decreased visibility. Should help obscure our movements. Additional extraction point located. Requesting fortifications.
The galactic map, we notice that currently it is divided in such a way that there is going to be room for 2 more factions, meaning that there will be something coming after the Illuminate. But the question is, well, what is it going to be? And it appears that there is a person or a architect, if you will, that is running the game behind the scenes and could be actually be responsible for not only the 2 current factions, but also the 3rd Illuminate, and then also a 4th faction as well, at least according to some current theories. One that I liked by Asunder is that he's controlling all of them. This is all a giant war against Super Earth. Now, the first thing to go over is that there are a lot of people that are hoping we get rebels in the game, and it's very possible that that is an actual option, because Ironsight's pointed out that in the files right now, there is an NPC type named rebels. And what's important to know is that cyborgs in the original Helldivers game were the rebels, and they were a product of Super Earth. Because Ironsight's broke down pretty easily what's going on with the rebel faction, because there is a gentleman called the Architect, as we mentioned, that seems to be the creator of the bots. It is going to be fairly far away, and it was possibly sourced from the second group of cyborg researchers that fled from Cyberstan during the 100-year raid. These researchers then formed the Automaton Development Group. However, it's unknown right now if the Architect is even human, and file strings speculate being an entirely new alien race, though that is speculated by the NPCs that are also in the game. We've actually seen science officers NPCs that we went over in a video the other day. They look to be part of an ongoing crew progression system that would be really cool coming in the near future. There's also this other really cool transmission, and it will give you a little bit more lore and insight and go into a little bit further of what Ironsight is actually talking about into the cyborg menace.
History matters. After the First Galactic War, Super Earth kindly allowed the cyborg secessionists to live, giving them stable work deep within the mines of Cyberstan. But, twisted by their implants, the cyborgs sought their revenge by creating the Automaton Legion.
So it's very clear that the cyborgs went to Cyberstan, created the automatons to fight us, but that the Architect might actually be one of those units, and he also seems like he could be involved in the evolution of the bugs in some capacity. As Ironsight says, one of the NPCs says the Architect is involved with the evolution of bugs in some ways. I mean, that's a pretty clear-cut thing going on right now. We've even seen images right here of the Bio Titan, or Bio Charger, which is a variant which could very well be that evolution that the Architect is working on. So while I do think it is possible there's going to be a rebel faction that could be the 4th one, I like the idea that it's going to be an entirely new race. Symbiotes would be very cool, and that the rebels will be more of a side faction slash mini faction that pops up from time to time. It doesn't make sense to really have us fight humans when there are so much more deadly threats, although when we look at how we're doing in the war, we're probably the most deadly. That being said, my bet is that the 4th faction is going to be the Bamboo Wizards. I mean, look at this image right here. You can clearly see a Helldiver in the woods facing off against a Bamboo Wizard, and it is absolutely terrifying. This is what nightmares are made of, and this is probably what the Architect will end up being. In fact, look at this potion right here. A Bamboo Wizard potion mixed with the Illuminate Psychosis powers would be absolutely devastating to anyone else. I even have rare, never before seen footage of a human that actually gets turned into one of these Bamboo Wizards, which would fit in line with the Bamboo Wizards being something that was designed by the Architect. Check it out right here. Okay, enough with the jokes. I hope you guys like the theories about Cyberstan, a fourth faction, and the Rebels, and I do hope that if we do get Rebels, they kind of play like the C stratagem drop that should be coming in the near future. All that being said, we're going to go ahead and play some community clips. Don't forget to submit your own to me at Thornton Smash on Twitter, but without further ado, let's roll the clips.
Point me to the enemy. Dropships! Dropships, south. Hawk, southwest, close. Requesting air support. Ending in an eagle. Requesting air support. Orbital. Calling in reinforcements. 機動攻撃準備。機動攻撃を要請する。効果で。ヘルボムを要請。
有軍デストロイヤーが戦隊に参加。エリアにヘルダイバーを展開。
端末を使うぞ。ヘルボムを使う。回避しろ。増援を要請。増援を要請するぞ。Sending in an eagle. Calling in extraction.
Extraction shuttle inbound.
Let me know down below, fellow Helldivers, what do you think about new enemy factions coming in, or are you really just waiting for the Illuminate and their arrival? Also, don't forget to check out this video and this video right here, where I cover more news on Helldivers 2 on the daily. Until next time, everyone, thanks for stopping by. Keep spreading democracy.